Hello there, this is a quick video on adapter plates. I'm at my favorite auto wrecker here, Fort Auto Sales in Tofield, Alberta. And I've got a couple adapter plates behind me here, over there. I'm going to show some of the differences and just some quick facts about them. Okay, I've got all the adapter plates from 89 to about, say, 2019, unless they change something to my knowledge or present day here. So starting off at the top here, got the first gen adapter plate that runs from 1989 to 1993, and they have the A518, the 727, the GetRag 360, and I think that's it for transmissions. I can't remember, there's one other goofy one in there. So this adapter plate only works for those transmissions. The big thing is when they went to a second gen, they made it thicker so to run a lockup converter. So this one is, of course, the thinnest of the bunch because you didn't have a lockup torque converter with them. So you could bolt the later year transmissions to it, but because of the thickness difference, they just won't work. So if you say you wanted to bolt an NV4500 to this, you need a different custom swap belt housing for it. The starter is also different for the first gens as well, but it seems that the indexing on all these is the same between all the years, so you should be able to bolt a first gen starter on a second gen. Actually looks like it's just clocked just a little bit different. Not by much though. Anyways, this is the 1994 to 2002 adapter plate. Notable things about it is the later Comrail trucks here have that O-ring seal, and the second gen ones, they just have a kind of plug on the back of the engine. So if you're using, say, you're doing a 47RE swap on a 6.7, then you should not use these adapters unless you should try and put an O-ring in here to seal the back of the engine, because you can have an oil leak coming from that. So these trucks, 1994 to 2002, they had a 47RH, 47RE, NV4500, and NV5600. All the transmissions bolt to this adapter plate. They're all the same. There is no manual specific one, no automatic specific one. The only exception being is in the 2000 to 2002 NV5600 trucks. They had a starter spacer to run the 13-inch flywheel, whereas the 99 6-speed trucks still ran a smaller clutch, same as the NV4500 trucks. So yeah, that's the big thing there, is just between the Comrail trucks is that. So set that down. Now we've got the 03 to 07 5.9 Comrail engines, pretty much identical to the second gen adapter plate, other than the cam seal at the back here. That's the main distinguishing factor. And then for the NV5600 trucks, they had the starter spacer cast into it instead of having it as a separate piece. So that's the one difference there. Otherwise, transmissions for these years of trucks is the 48RE, the NV4500 on the really early trucks, NV5600, the G56, and then is that everything? I believe that's everything, yeah. Same adapter plate with everything, with the exception that the 5600 one have the built-in adapter. They all interchange. Then we've got the most latest rendition, which is the 6.7 adapter plate. Same thing with this, has the as the earlier one here, the seal for the back of the engine. The main distinguishing factor is that they have a kind of reinforcement brace on the back that bolts to the block, so you can look for these two holes. These ones actually are, I don't know if I can show it. I think they're about a 1/4 inch thicker. So when they went with the 68 RFE, they went with the just a little bit of different adapter plates. So if you try to do a 47RE swap on a 6.7, you need to use the 5.9 adapter plate, or 48RE, same thing. Now with the G56, this is kind of where I'm not entirely too sure, because you could get a G56 with a 6.7, and I don't know if they have the G56 adapter plate being the same thickness as the 5.9 one, because as far as I'm aware, the 6.7 and 5.9 G56s are exactly the same. So that's the one thing to watch out for that I have not been able to confirm. But that's it for any Dodge application adapter plate. The only other things which I don't have here, unfortunately, is a SAE bell housing. So the ISB 59 engines used a SAE 3 bell housing most commonly, and I'll include a quick little picture here, but the main thing to identify that, actually, as luck would have it, they do have some SAE bell housings here. So I believe this one, there's a 2 there, that's an SAE 2 bell housing. Bolts right to any Cummins. Main thing, just watch out for the cam seal in the back there if you're going to put on a common rail application. And yeah, there's an SAE 3, so just a little bit bigger around than the SAE 2. So just make sure if you're trying to do like an Eaton Fuller 6-speed, 12-speed kind of conversion that you have the right SAE bell housing for your application here. Unfortunately, I do not have a tape measure with me, otherwise I'd kind of show you a little bit of a difference in size, but yeah, main thing here, just bolts onto it. I don't know what they use for a starter though. Yeah. I was just editing the video and I remembered the honorable mention of the Turbo 100 Cummins adapter that you can get. However, I noticed in a forum post that it mentioned that in the P30 Chevy van, it was tilted to clear an obstruction on the firewall. I'm like, well, no way. And go and look at it, and sure as shit, it's tilted. So an alternative to that would be probably to get a billet adapter plate, you know, something like that. And then I guess while I'm here, another one is the de-stroked adapter plates you can buy. There's even more than just that. Whatever the heck this thing is, some weird tractor adapter plate. Yeah. It's amazing that there's no shortage of different adapter plates you can get to bolt a Cummins into something. So I'm under a 06 G56 truck right now. We just pulled the transmission out, and the trans adapter's on the truck still. So I just got my shitty caliper here. Gonna measure kind of here, just to make it easy, approximate thickness of the trans adapter underneath the starter. So let's say 2.250 because this caliper is really shitty. And then we'll kind of go. This is an automatic 5.9 trans adapter plate. And the caliper fits in here just the same. So it is possible that with a G56 4th gen 6.7 truck that they use a specific adapter for that application that is the same thickness as the earlier 5.9 one. So that's something to watch out if you're looking to 6-speed swap a 4th gen. That's it for today, though. I was just trying to put some mysteries and myths to bed with these adapter plates, as I always see people saying like, oh, manual specific adapter plate. Oh, what the heck's going on here? Jeez. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll have more diesel related content like this. I'm going to try and put some more videos out. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. See ya.